One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that... Turning it on! Slips a tackle and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Northwestern, oh, they're faking it. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? contact. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Green. Pressure coming. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Orlando. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those.
Touchdown, Wildcats! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Finds a little space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It'll be a draw. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Get it out on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw. It's Orlando. Got it in the middle. It's Sexton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Here's a heat. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On the run, it's Wood. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights need to pick it up on 4th down. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Extra point here would tie the game.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Finds a tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Makes the grab. It's Eaton. There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sexton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Sexton. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Completes the shuffle pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Orlando. Makes the grab, it's Sexton. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's going to take off. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's caught. It's Pacheco. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Pacheco. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Give to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They send the tight end in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Northwestern. And that one will put him up here in the second half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eaton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Pacheco.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to heel off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Northwestern 24, Rutgers 14.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hill. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sexton. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Wood. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The quarterback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Slithers into space. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before
speeding down the left side. The 30. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Hill. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Pacheco. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good, and you can trust him.
Touchdown, Northwestern. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
To throw, it's Green. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Steps out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 31, and that is the way to get yourself a little daylight. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it first and 10 in plus territory. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Hill. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo, and they spike it and get the clock stopped. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so.
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a short pass to the tight end. Enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.